Alright, just going to do a test recording, and the equalizer filter in OBS Studio is set to 6 dB gain for the high frequencies, 3 dB gain for the mids, and 3 for the bass or the low frequencies. Change the lighting, and for the green screen, hopefully there's not too much going on in the way of the shimmering of pixels, although there isn't much room in this room to get the green screen lighting how it should be, unfortunately. Change the where are we? Let's go to the FaceTime camera raw. So this is the M1 iMac. This is the absolutely raw camera feed. Now I make the mistake of always trying to get out of things cheaply. I've got the Elgato key light, so the big panel on my left here. I got that on sale, so it was $200 and something Australian currency instead of 300 and something. Full retail in Australia is about like $350. I got it for 200 and something, so quite a good price. I've never been able to get a second one for the same price or similar in the 200 or in the mid 200s. Never been able to do that again, so that's why I've only ever bought one, because from memory I couldn't really afford to buy a second one at the time. But when it comes to the Godox light, the Godox Esport ES45, I think it is, on my right hand side, when you put that on 1%, so the Elgato light is on 5% brightness. So I've angled it so there's no hotspots, so it's as evenly as I can get it. I think it's not too bad, a little bit of a shadow, but otherwise probably not too bad. On the right hand side here, the Godox light, I've had to point that well away from the green screen, sort of pointing back into my room, away from the green screen, so that you can see a bit of a hotspot here, but it's sort of more spread out. It's not one little concentrated area. And that's the Godox light only on 1% brightness. So the Godox light is brighter at the minimum than the Elgato light at 5%. So you should probably have two lightings for the same. I think the Elgato's, you got more control, at least with a minimum level of lighting, whereas the Godox on 1% only here, I've had to swivel the light away from the green screen. So that's what's causing problems, as well as not having enough space or room in my room to do it properly. I've actually had to double chroma key. I put the chroma key over the IMAX webcam, the M1 IMAX webcam here, so chroma key on 400 similarity, which is default in OBS Studio. And I've also added a second chroma key, hence the term double chroma key. I've added a second chroma key over the whole scene, over this scene. So that's also on 400. So that's all on default as well. And then I've also added something else here. Let's turn off the scene chroma key. So this is double chroma key. The chroma key over the scene doesn't really do anything until you add this green color, which is 00FF00. So basically, as demonstrated here, that's the one I've already done. So you just press on the plus in the sources, go up to color source, and then click on OK or rename it, and then click on add select color. The second last one up the top, that gives you 00FF00, where you can type it in, click OK, and then OK, and then press the arrow to put that below your camera. So you can see the lighting isn't the best. I do have limited room here, about 3 inches between my chair and the green screen. But I've tried to minimize that hotspot with the Godox light. I think the Godox lights are good, but they could have made it a bit more gradual down the bottom end. So that's on only 1% brightness with the Godox ES45. If I turn that to 0, it's off, see? So 0 or 1. I want to get some tube lights on stands. I think that would probably do tube lighting. So the lighting's not adequate, but it's the best I can do, I think, for now anyway. So now I'm going to turn the chroma key back on that is over the actual scene, this scene. It's also on default, 400 similarity. I've just turned it on, you can't tell any difference until I turn, remember that green color that I turned on earlier? The green color, well let's do that right now. Okay, Now I've turned on that green color, and that's it. So chroma key over the camera on default, chroma key over the scene on default, and then put the green in the source list just below the camera. I think it does a reasonably good job. Not perfect, but reasonable. A little bit pixely. It's a little bit too sharp around my hair. But just to remind, my hair is messy. Hopefully that looks quite okay. I'm reasonably happy with it. I'm not 100% happy because it's not perfect. I can see some shimmering there, but overall I think that is quite good. I mean, at least for my limited setup. Maybe not real good, but it does me for the moment. I can't really do much about it. Anyway, that's all from me, and bye for now.